Good morning. This is going to be my review of Infernal Cosmetics, the package I was sent, which includes the brush set, the highlighters, and the palette. Although I've had the palette for quite some time and have already reviewed that, the highlighters and brushes are new to me. I will show you. I wish I had waited and opened this in front of everybody so you could have seen how nicely packaged everything came. But I'll do it in two parts. It's a lot. It's a lot of brushes. So all your basic face brushes, I believe this is the stippling brush. You have brushes for foundation, for powder, for blush, highlighters. They are all very nice. I love the little bit of shine to it. I'm a glitter girl, so anything that glitters or shines is going to win in my book. All very soft, but with density to them, with some push. They are not, they're not flimsy by any means. Some are a little sheddy, like this one. I think that this for me was the brush that came with the most issues, I guess I would say, but I mean, I don't find it any more sheddy than my other brushes. You're bound to lose some, but the quality is really nice. Like I said, the design is really nice. I haven't really used too many of them yet. I'm not somebody who does my foundation with a brush, like, ever. I've tried it. I don't like it as much as I do a sponge, like a beauty blender, or even just using my hands to warm it up and spread it on. That works for me best. So they might be the brushes I save for when I do somebody else's makeup, because they're really, really nice. And then the other brushes that came in the set are more for your eyes. You have your crease, you have, I don't even know what you would do. The ones to just dab on color. Sorry, I'm not a professional makeup artist by any means, self-taught. But I will say, out of all the brushes I've trialed so far, the one that took me most by storm, and it's why I look like a crazy person right now, like I did not forget an eyebrow, I'm going to show you this, is her eyebrow brush. If you know, you know, and I am a diehard Anastasia number 12 brush kind of girl, and I've never found another eyebrow brush that has compared until now. I saw this initially, and I doubt the camera's gonna pick it up well. Let me try. Yeah, it's not going to, but it's thick. It's thicker than a lot of other brushes I've used to apply pomade for my eyebrows. And yes, I have eyebrows, but they are sparse. I was ever the goth girl in high school, so those got plucked right the hell out, and thin black lines took their place, and they've never grown the same ever since, which sucks because I'm half Middle Eastern and Italian, so you would think that the hair growth would not be a problem for me. But I digress. This brush, I mean, this eyebrow took me almost no time to put on, and eyebrows are the longest part of my beauty routine. I have a very asymmetrical face, so I'm constantly trying to line them up. I did have them, what's the word I'm looking for? Like microbladed on. I did an ombre brow, but I have very oily skin, so by nature, it just really didn't take well. These might be a year out, and they're pretty sparse. So I still have to color my eyebrows in. It's a real pain in my butt and the bane of my existence, but you can't have bad brows if you're going to do the rest of your makeup. So I'm just going to show you briefly. And again, I used Anastasia for reference. I mean, I think it's important to kind of know what beauty brands your makeup artist is using as a frame of reference, because if you know what the consistency or the quality is of said product, it's really easy to relate it to Infernal Cosmetics. So again, by nature, especially when it comes to reviewing the palette and the highlighters later on, I will reference other brands just so you have an idea. If you like these brands that I list, her cosmetic line is 100% going to work for you, going to floor you. All right, but I'm going to be quiet right now. So like, I'm just, it glides on. It's an unparalleled, and I mean, I'm not just saying this to say it. It is an unparalleled feeling of both something that's soft and firm. So the thing that I loved about the Anastasia brush is how very firm it is, that you can make really crisp lines that, but because it's so firm, you really have to take your time. It's not going to really have bristles that go and kind of do some of that finer blending for you. And I'm sure I'm not saying it entirely right, but this brush does that. It's both firm to create a perfect line, but there's some give to it with these extra bristles that I don't normally see in an eyebrow brush. It's just the right amount of thickness, because my fear, I don't have large eyebrows to begin with, in comparison to some of the beauties I see, you know, big eyebrows are in. So you need something really thin and really firm to help you really create crisp lines on smaller eyebrows. But this works. This works 100%. And it is by far my favorite brush of this collection. But again, overall, amazing brush set. I'll show you more brushes when I apply highlighter or when I'm doing the eyeshadow, but I just wanted to give an overall look at the brush collection. And again, like I said, for me, this brush, and it could have been too how I took it out of the packaging. So it came, not only wrapped in plastic, but like kind of like an egg cratey material to keep all the brushes, all the bristles in. And my daughter was helping me open it. Instead of pulling them up like you should have, she yanked it down. So it brought all the bristles down. So that could have been, my own mess up. But I mean, they're very soft. It's not as if they're pokey. They don't feel cheap at all. Very full. And like I said, it's just really pretty design. The weight is good. It's very comparable to, I want to say that this is a Sephora brand set. It's very comparable to how these brushes feel in look and design and weight. So again, I mean, if you're somebody who really likes using brushes for every part of your makeup application, this set is definitely worth investing in. But I'm gonna end here and finish my eyebrow, and then I'll make more videos specific to each other product.